Market Center. Anybody?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I also send out 2 or 3 times a week a KW Family Update. It's a blast email to everybody, and all our agents know if they see KW Family Update that it's going to tell them about somebody in the Market Center who needs prayer, what's going, so-and-so's husband is in the hospital. It takes me 5 minutes. Again, it's something that doesn't cost anything, but it keeps us together because we have about 175 agents now, so there's no way for everybody to know what's going on. And if you just pick one person who can kind of be the central hub, and then the news gets out, and that way when that person comes back into the office, somebody who might not otherwise have known can go up to them and say, how's your husband doing? Or, we can plan meals that way. People, email me back and say, what can we do? And we get together and we do stuff. So.
And that's exactly what I was going to talk about, her Keller Williams Family Update. But it's amazing, and we've been fortunate lately that we have discovered agents that truly benefit from joining us. So we've done really well in this market, and I tell you, it's funny because since I joined about almost 4 years ago, people that have worked for other real estate companies tell me, poor thing, you just really can't appreciate what you have because you've never experienced anything else. And it's funny because, and I said, gosh, I do appreciate it, insanely. And they say, we know, but, you don't realize the culture that we have here compared to others. Well, lately, we've had some other agents come to our office, and truly, still after months, they're still like, wow, they really care about us, and it's so true. Another thing that we do to help build the culture is we have ALC teams. So every one of the ALC members has a group in our team. And Nancy, again, she emails us at the end of every month, their contracts, closings. And we make a phone call. It's so simple. We make a phone call. We tell them congratulations. Talk about it. How did it go? Do you have anything else you're working on that I can help you with? And that sort of thing. And it has been so appreciated. And it's something that we think is so effortless and simple, has really made a big difference in the Market Center.
And I think you have accepted a new challenge recently, your ALC.
Yes, we have. Mo had the idea of a challenge from the Blue Bell Market Center in Pennsylvania. We're going to challenge our ALCs to compete with each other in goal setting and growing our Market Center and maintaining culture. And so I just responded to Mo as bring it on. Please. So we're happy to do that. It's very exciting because that helps us be held accountable at the highest level, is to have another ALC. We always love friendly competition. I think when you have a competition, people's feelings get hurt one way or the other. But if you maintain it highly cultured, it's always a lot of fun, very engaging and successful.
So we're going to see which ALC can recruit the most people, the individual ALC members between January 1. We'll go back and pick up whoever you recruited from January 1 through the end of the year with monthly accountability reports to Kelly, and we'll track it. And that way I can email you, Kim, and say, well, hun, they're about 10 ahead of you. So, that will motivate you, won't it?
Very excited. Very, very excited.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this little contest turns out. Part of our culture is understanding the gift. And the gift, of course, is profit share. And in order to get the gift, one must grow the Market Center. So tell us what your ALC is doing to grow your Market Center.
Right. Well, we make a point to invite other agents in our community to our classes. We have several classes. One thing about our leadership is we do seek to find agents that have something to offer that are not on the leadership team, that are not on the ALC. So we may find someone that's extremely organized, and we say, hey, you want to teach a class on that? I mean, we see what you're doing, it's working, and we do. And so we offer that. They're free. So we offer that to other agents in our community. Kim, and it's really worked. And just one example is we had a business planning class in January, and we had 8 guests from other real estate companies in the class, and by February, 5 of them were part of our family. And so glad to be there, and still telling us that, gosh, I have learned, after 13 years in the business, I've learned more, in these 5 months than I learned 13 years previous. So, and I believe it. So that's one way that we try and grow the Market Center.
I'll add one thing too, while Debbie, I know she has something to share. We have a unique opportunity in our Market Center where we actually physically have closings on site. We have alliance partners, and then we have a lender and an attorney. So we close approximately 40% of our business physically in the building. So that means tremendous amount of activity. They do flow through our lobby. And so it's very exciting at the end of the month when you've got 8 closings going on and the lobby's full and people are on the sidewalk. And what we try to do as a leadership team, ALC, whoever's in the building, is step into that room and physically congratulate the other co-oping agent. And we happen to know the address, or, an agent will come get me and say, I'm in a closing with, Mary Ann, can you come speak? And we just go in and shake a hand and tell them congratulations. And the truth is, that never happens in their world. And so they're blown away because, they have the rumor that, well, they're a large office, I hear the Mythbusters, the brokers are inaccessible, and here we're stepping in and saying hello and congratulations. So that's pretty impactful, and we've probably gained 10 in the last year just because of that. And then, that is a good one. On our ALC retreat, I'm very goal-setting oriented. The ALC took it on themselves to set a goal for a number of people they wanted to put in their first level to receive the gift. And we hold them accountable every month to say, how are you tracking? That number could be 3, 5, or 10, and we just want them to track to that number for the ALC because they deserve it.
Anybody else? Okay. Once you bring these people in, then the next step is to get them into productivity if they're new, or if they're experienced, help them take their business to the next level. So how do you all drive productivity through your Market Center?
Well, I think, again, with our ALC teams, we use that mostly for communication, but also for a little competition. And I think we seek to understand, with each of our members, what is it that you need from us? Is it education? Is it systems? What is it that you need that will help drive your business? And then we have a training committee on our ALC. Unfortunately, couldn't be here today, but they have come up with some of the most fabulous competitions throughout the year that have really increased our productivity. I think, were you going to touch on some of those?
I think one thing that was a huge aha for me, I've now been the team leader for almost 4 years, and I've been with the company just over 6. Is we had a meeting with Kay and Bob. Bob Kalinsky came into our Market Center and shared with me, Kim, you have a training calendar. And he had us pull up everybody's training calendar. Many of the Market Centers and team leaders were present. And he said, go through there and highlight the ones that are productivity-based. And I'm all proud. I got 27 classes. I'm all excited. I looked down and I had 2 that were productivity-driven. And he said, you've got to shift with the market from a training calendar to a productivity event. So we had to go back and refocus and re-gear and retrain our mindset to be productivity driven. So our goal now is to have a minimum of 12 productivity events. And we're always looking, because we know that if you try to sell the agent something that they're not engaged in, they won't do it. So we really want their input to see what they want to do. And we have been able, the training committee is phenomenal in my Market Center. They do come up with it, and the good news is I can sit back and kind of let them self-discover what to do, and they love it. Can I share 2 ideas that they recently came up with? This was last summer, and I want to share it with you guys because it was phenomenal. We had the No Agent Left Behind theory, and we launched something called SOS, and it was the Summer of